Peace. Listen, I was gonna give you guys the short version of today's Supreme Mathematics. However, I feel like it's necessary to give you the extended version of it. So, all right. And I want to explain it to you guys because I don't want you to feel confused when I tell you to know your equal. What I mean by that is, when you know you're equal, that means that you know the people that give and reciprocate to you and contribute as well as you distribute to them. You have to understand one thing. In life, everybody does not deserve your equality. Sometimes showing your equality to certain people is staying silent and keeping your distance. Standing back and looking from like, for instance, right? Let me give you an understanding of what I mean. Like, I'm quite sure that there are situations in people's lives where you don't deal with everybody in your family, right? Pretty sure you probably have some people that do, some people that don't. Maybe people are supremely family oriented. Some people aren't. All I'm saying is, when you deal with family, right, you got to know your equal. Meaning you got to know who's family and who's relatives. Because it shows in their equality. Meaning it shows in their behavior, their patterns of thinking, operating, functioning with you and with other people. So if people are not giving the way that you are, you have to know when to draw the line. That's knowing you're equal. Because you can't just give out everything to people. Because you know why? Some people would take it and abuse it. And they wouldn't actually use it for proper contribution to their life. Because what they're doing is being malicious. So knowing somebody as your equal, meaning you have to make sure that this person is on the same page as you are. As well as the mindset, mind state. Mentally as well as emotionally and physically. You can't assume. That's why today's Supreme Mathematics is knowledge equality. Because you have to take knowledge through the 6 steps. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Am I wrong? All I'm saying is this. That's how you see the mindset and the mind state of God in people. If they have that type of equality. See, through my knowledge, you'll see my equality. And through my equality, you'll see the knowledge and the mind of God. Because I'm showing you what God is. Through my equality and through my way of thinking, functioning, operating, and behaving on a physical level of life. See, mentally, you can't see what I'm thinking. The way I'm going to show you is through my what? Physical actions. My way of operating, walking, talking, expressing myself, behaving in a certain manner, doing certain things for certain people, making sure that I got myself together. Now, one thing about knowledge equality is you got to acknowledge your equality to yourself first before you give it out to people. Because if you give it out to people before you get it for yourself, you ain't going to be with nothing left. You ain't going to have nothing left. You know how when people be like, dang, man, I be giving so much of myself to people, sometimes I don't be having nothing left. The first law of life is self-preservation. That's acknowledging your equality. You have to preserve the best part for yourself. You can't give that to everybody. Everybody don't deserve that. You can't give that to everybody. You know why? Because if you do, you ain't going to have nothing left. You're fortifying your equality to other people. And then you're spreading yourself thin. You got to know you're equal. You got to know who's equal to you. You got to know, does this person fuck with me? Or this person don't fuck with me? Is this person worth my time? Or they're not worth my time? That's why you got to take knowledge through the 6 steps. Or the 6 questions. Or even a scientific method shows you steps. Because there's a science to this. There's a method to this. It's not just, hey, man, yo, what's going on, bro? Because you know what? Everybody don't say what up to you. or say peace to you, or say, hey, how you doing? Some people equality, they don't even say nothing at all. They'll sit there and just watch you. That's how they do. That's how they acknowledge their equality, because they don't want to overstep their boundaries sometimes. What if somebody says the wrong thing? You got to acknowledge your equality. You got to look, listen, observe, and also respect things equally in all areas of life, whether you like it or not. Because sometimes there's times where people might not respect you, but yet they deal with you or they tolerate you. So acknowledging your equality means you got to take the best part for yourself and keep it to yourself first before you give it out to people. You got to take the best part for yourself and use that and utilize that in your life before you give and contribute out to other people's lives. Remember, acknowledging your equality also means don't spread yourself too thin, because you ain't going to have nothing left for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? See, in the knowledge equality degree in the 1 to 40, it tells you who's the 5% in this poor part of the planet Earth. It says, they are the poor righteous teachers who do not believe in the teachings of the 10%. Those who are all wise and know who the true living God is, and teach that the almighty true living God is supreme being, Son of Man, black men of Asia, who teach freedom, justice, and equality to all human families of the planet Earth, otherwise known as civilized people, also Muslims and Muslim sons. You have to be all wise with your equality. You got to know that you have to use wisdom when you're distributing and giving out your equality to people. You got to know, because that's discernment. See, within equality, there's wisdom. That means that you have to be discerning of who you giving out stuff to. Everybody don't deserve your time. You got to acknowledge your equality. You got to be like, nah, I ain't hanging out with them people. That's not my time, and that's not what I do. If your equality is, okay, I want to be a long-term investor. So acknowledging your equality is knowing you're equal. You got to be around the people that's equal to you. Meaning, you have to be all wise and make a decision based on what you know is right for yourself. So you know that you want to be a long-term investor. You're not going to hang out with motherfucking people that's homeless. Or you're not going to hang out with motherfuckers. Not saying that that's something wrong with that. I'm saying this, you're not going to hang out with a crowd that don't fit you, that don't equal to you. You got to be equal to the knowledge, and the knowledge has to be equal to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an extended version of what I meant when I was saying that, because I didn't want, no confusion and no misunderstanding to take place when I'm explaining something to people. Sometimes I like to keep it simple. Sometimes I like to be too long-winded. Just bring it right to the point and draw and bring it home. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I trust and will that this video helped you. And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask or comment below on the video. Until then, I love you. Love yourself. Know you're equal and be equal to what you know. Peace to the lost 5%.